we got the Lucasfilm LTD logo. Then all of a sudden we see a nice landscape there. There's a beautiful landscape, nice animation, and some animals. Then we see what looks to be a funeral, and I've seen somewhere that this is confirmed to be Padme's funeral, and it does look a lot like it. Then next we get a shot. It looks like this is Count Dooku. I feel like he's at the Jedi Temple on Coruscant, and there's this tree they have there. Can't remember the name or what they call it off the top of my head, but this is a tree that it is connected to the Force. And I feel like Dooku's out there trying to connect to the tree. Then we get a shot of this saber-tooth looking. Oh, look at that! Look at that baby Ahsoka! Look at baby Ahsoka! Oh, that's it. We gotta get a poll out there. Who's cuter, baby Ahsoka or baby Yoda? And then we get that Star Wars version of a saber-tooth tiger-looking thing going face-to-face with Ahsoka. Super cool. And she just reaches up and pets it. Then we get this Taruga, I believe. And she just saying Ahsoka's a Jedi. Then we get a shot of Ahsoka surrounded by some clone troopers. And she's igniting her lightsaber from the creators of the Clone Wars and the Bad Batch. Then we get a shot of the Starfighter. Not sure what this ship is called or named, or if it's familiar at all. But if it is, I can't put my finger on it right now, but it looks cool. Oh, then we get a shot right back there. Look at that. Doors open up. Boom. We get Count Dooku and young Qui-Gon Jinn. Look at this. This is awesome. Super cool. Looks like they're entering a cantina of some sorts. One of my favorite things about this shot right here is that on the right-hand side of the screen, it looks like we got those little IG 88 IG-11 type heads that are on those droids. Now, I don't think that we're seeing those killer assassin droids in this cantina they're walking into, but I seem to remember seeing at some place, I think it was in the making of A New Hope, that they used those heads for the IG units as the light fixtures in a cantina. So that's really, really cool. All right, then we got 6 original shorts, and then we got a shot of Anakin walking up on Ahsoka training, and then he's watching over her. And then also one interesting thing, I think that's Sunube right there next to Anakin right there. I might be wrong, but that looks like Sunube. And we most recently, if that is Sunube, believe we saw Sunube in the Obi-Wan Kenobi show, where Sunube was on display in that tomb thing that Obi-Wan Kenobi was walking through. All right, then we see Anakin watching over Ahsoka. She's training again, surrounded by clone troopers, and they are taking aim at her. 2 stories of fate, it says up on the screen. Then we get a shot of Dooku. He sets down his lightsaber. He's at a table talking to a woman with young Qui-Gon in back of him, and
peace and order to the
and then we see from that scene it cuts to Dooku drawing his lightsaber. It looks like there's an army that's marching up on this village, and Dooku is going to protect the village against this army, and we see young Qui-Gon standing next to Dooku as this is going down. Dooku draws his lightsaber. Qui-Gon's looking around. Everybody's pointing their weapons. Then we hear Qui-Gon say, "Master, stop," and he just force pushes him out of the way, like, "Get out of here, youngling. Let the grown Jedi handle the business. Be quiet when grown Jedi are putting in Jedi business." Qui-Gon. No. Okay, then we got one Destiny. It shows up on the screen.
It's the only way you will truly have victory.
And then he basically tells
Padawan.
another shot. Qui-Gon looks disappointed in what he's being told. Then we get a shot of the Great Mace Windu standing there. He's igniting his lightsaber. He's standing next to Dooku. Looks like there that we get another shot of Ahsoka training. Then they're taking shots. Ooh, she gets hit. She gets hit with one of those little stun shots, or as we call them in my house, my youngest daughter, she calls them sleepy shots. She doesn't like it when people actually get shot with the real lasers in Star Wars. So whenever anybody gets shot, she's like, "Yo, was that a sleepy shot?" So I'll be happy to tell her, yeah, that was just a sleepy shot when Ahsoka gets shot. Wait back up. Oh, and then Anakin's putting her through the gauntlet again. Ahsoka's training again. Then we get this shot right here. This is super cool. These really cool battle droid looking things here. Really cool looking, and it looks like they're fighting against Mace Windu and Count Dooku. Super excited about that. And when I first saw this trailer, I had thought that these might be like the animated version of the Droid Crush Pirates of Bastoon that we heard about in the Shadow of the Sith novel, and that were also the Darth Vader comic. But I don't think that those things were a thing until around the time of the Clone Wars. So I don't think that's who they're fighting against here, but I thought it would have been cool if it was. So anyway, we got them fighting these droids against, it looks like more of this army, and perhaps what's going on here is Dooku maybe was originally here fighting these people, and then, oh, look at that, he's about to take his head off.
Stand.
And then Mace tells him, stand down. How poetic is that? Mace Windu takes off Jango Fett's head, but Dooku can't take off this dude's head. And then we see Dooku. Looks like he's in contemplation, streaming October 26th. And we got baby Ahsoka right there. Young baby, she's riding that little saber-tooth animal thing. Really nice shot. Bail Organa, super cool. Oh, then we get Ahsoka, and I believe this is a shot back to Padme's funeral. Then we get a shot of Dooku fighting again, then only on Disney Plus. And we get Ahsoka's shot, Anakin and Ahsoka. Oh, look at this! We got Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obi-Wan Kenobi's gonna be in the show, and next to Master Yoda. Then it looks like there's a funeral going down of some sorts here. Not sure what's going on. Looks like a Jedi funeral. This is super interesting. A lot of Jedi, at least at the funeral. Then we got this right here. We got this like lightsaber dragon on the ground. Very, very ominous. Everybody looking like, what is this? What's going on? Everybody turning around. What is this? What is this? This is cool right here. Now look, I have never seen this villain. Obviously a dark side force user of some sort. Never. I don't know what this is. It's super cool. Really good job. Dope as fuck. Can't wait to see this thing in action here.
Let's hope all that training
Rex saying he hopes. Oh, and then we got Yaddle. A shot of Yaddle. Oh, it looks like Yaddle. She's throwing down with Dooku in this scene. And then it cut to a scene of Ahsoka battling that dark side. Look, we got Yaddle. I'm really digging this Yaddle versus Dooku thing. It's giving me Attack of the Clones vibes, where we got to see Yoda go against Dooku. But in this one, we're seeing Yaddle go against Dooku. Then we got Ahsoka. She's throwing down with the dark side double-bladed lightsaber thing. Not even sure what that is. Then we get a shot of a ship flying over. Bunch of battle sequences. Mace Windu's fighting. Lightsabers being drawn everywhere. And who might you be? Okay, so this is an Inquisitor. Super crazy. An Inquisitor. Because, like, I didn't even think the Inquisitors were like a thing until after the fall of the Jedi Order. So this is really cool and interesting to see that there's some dark side force using Inquisitor out there. Well, maybe this shot here, maybe it's not during the Clone Wars. Maybe this is after. Maybe this is something that takes place after, Revenge of the Sith, and Ahsoka's arc is going to go through, her as a baby, then, she's at Padme's funeral, so that's, Revenge of the Sith time, and maybe this is an Inquisitor that comes after that. I don't know, but it did kind of look like the Inquisitor was, this scene is before all that, but you never know with these trailers. They've been messing with your mind, yo. All right, then we got Tales of the Jedi. Love this logo. Love the logo. Reminds me of the old school Return of the Jedi logo. Disney Plus.